How are you guys doing? I think everything should be working. Except for I'm scooted over to the left for some reason. Let me move. There we go. Hi! Where's my pen? Where's my pen? Okay, nope, hold on. I'll be right back. Lost my pen! Okay, I got it. I don't know if you can hear me. So the reason why I lost my pen is kind of a fun reason. I also want, oh my, hold on. Hold on. I'm cold. Okay. Now I should be ready off camera, but yeah. Snuggly. Not that just putting on like thick socks would be enough, but no. I'm cold. Hello! So the reason why I lost my pen is kind of a fun reason. I moved my desk. So if we have any echoey problems, I am sorry. But I don't think that I've changed my mic preferences since 2 setups ago when it was an even bigger room. But okay. So what we're gonna be doing today is I am stealing design from a viewer yesterday. I forgot what their name was. I should have written it down. To do it kind of like the evolution of man. Like drawing, but with a character throughout their adventure. And I want to do it with Ellie because Ellie has the most kind of different designs. And also I want to do, sorry, I'm trying to pull up the like 3D stuff because I want to use that as a reference. Material? All materials? There we go. But, because also I want to design Ellie if she were to join, the other party that's in the world. Because I've been thinking about what that would look like. I want, like, just the person, and then I can give it, like, the different heights. I need person. Pose. Character. Pose. Can I... Can I download a... That's Vgen. Oh, that's Bridger. Hello. Like a walk cycle. That would be great. Also... Okay. Let me see. Where's... Okay. Search materials. Manage materials? No, wait. I'm still like so new to VJ. Or not Eclipse Studio Paint. God. Top materials. Materials. Okay. I wanna look walk. I should look up walk. Will that work? It's like a walk cycle. It's an animation. Walking poses. And then I'll like edit them from there. Hello. Let me open this. Download. Okay, just now downloading. And then we can edit the we can edit the models from there. All materials in the, I don't know what this is. How do I search in here? Oh, okay, so that's still downloaded, right? No, it just switched to the other thing. I don't know. Not downloaded. I should learn how this stuff works. Can I search? Walk. How do I... There's a thing to get it into... Okay, how do I import materials? Yes. Ugh. Just like import... TikTok. So it's in the download. Ah! We're gonna do 4. Oh, good. I do think that getting them together is neat. Okay, so now let's change the model itself. Okay. How, so let's do, okay, so this is, Ellie is canonically 5 feet. Let's flip these all to the lady. Okay, height. This is in centimeters, I believe. Centimeters, so 5 feet 2 centimeters. 152. 152.4. 52.4. And 52.4. Well, these ones will be shorter, so if we want to do... Really, Ellie should have... And a 5. Well, then that would completely retime on the animation, so no, we're doing 4. So, if we want to pick her, we can. I want to draw what her like knee design would look like. I think that's fun. Okay, so let's see. So, how tall is a? I feel like we'd get the most drastic difference if we did it for when she was 7. 7-year-old. How? Girl, how tall? Centimeters. Let's wait. Right? So if she's a little bit short, then let's put her at 120. And then if I do think that it's the most compelling if we don't do her new design. So then if we do, this should be 14, she'd look around 13, 50. No, she's like, okay, we're gonna do her shorter, 146. And 150 maybe. More of a drastic change. Are 7-year-olds really that tall? I'm putting her at 14. Okay, wait, what percentile is she? Oh, she's short. Okay, so she is in the 2nd percentile for height. So let's just go with that. 7110. And this would be 13 years, 141. And this would be at 16 years, 151. Yeah, this looks fine. And we can also change weight. In kilograms. Here's weight just on my shape. Head to body ratio. Head to body ratio. So new. I need like head to body ratio. Child. body. I don't like that they stretch the babies out to be the full length of a human. But it's... Okay, so it's about 5. Actually, no, I think that looks weird. I think that's mostly like... That looks weird. I'm trying to... Why can I not drag... Good breast size. I'm just gonna leave these at default. Shoulders up. I don't want them rotated up, I just want them like statically raised. Although let me change my... There we go. I'm beginning to think that I should maybe do more of this in. In like... like the actual painting process. That can be like a rough layout. You want the horizon line to be at the child's angle. Okay. Okay. We got this. No! Put the child back! Like 7-year-old. What? How tall is it? Because they are pretty long. Alright, let me pull up Ellie's child design. Oh yeah, she had the little like poofs. She had very kind of short ears, and she had like kind of floofy little bangs. I want her to have like a big kind of skirt. Something with like gathers. Like flame skirt and maybe little ruffles on the end. Maybe not those. Maybe just the ruffles. And then boots that are way too big for her. Like effectively kind of like this is a child who plays in the mud. And a part of how Lane looks so childlike is that she's got 2 sleeves. Carrying like a telescope. Should do shoes that actually fit her. That would look better. Thinking like taper. Or like, cause she's a bit high society at this point. Give her a little look. Cute shoes. Baby Ellie would have the the little ruffle socks. And then her academy form Ellie. This is when she gets her and the nose too high. This is when she has 2 they're like loops. Right back with those. This is when she's trying to look very mature. Got a your spell book. And then here should be having her like higher boots. And a component pouch. And this is Sad Girl era. Hang on, we need to plan where her big ass pigtails are going. Big fan of how the red side just becomes hair. Ears down. These would kind of be like ears back a little bit. Hell yeah! How you doing this morning? What? Kind of skipping a few major points for Ellie. So I don't think that I want Scarf here. I do want to show that her hands are big vibes. I'm gonna kind of hope to get... I'm kind of hoping to get the line work done, maybe? Because how many... Do we have time next Sunday to work on this? 25th? Yeah. Okay. So getting up to line work stage. Where do I want this hand? If I can do it like... Bunch of fire here. very loose sketches. I just wanna get to where I can. All that I really know is that she has like a big cloak. That's all I've kind of done for her pre-clerical like design. Post-calamity, pre-cleric. Oh, she does have her boots probably in this one though. She has the same boots. In campaign. She's probably wearing like just a big ass coat. Something like that. And then here, we know what she looks like. I know what she looks like. She's got her gambeson on. She's got her two little kind of front parts. She's got her little ribbons. Oh god. See, I want to paint. So I'm like kind of half-assing this. Got her poofy ass pants. Her pants. How tall are her? Oh wait, I can mark on Blue Sky that I'm streaming. Live. In my Twitch. Live for 1 hour and 20 minutes, yeah. Yay! Okay. Can I make her boots tall? Because I think that I shortened them later. I need to go back to Ellie drawings. Yeah, I did make them tall. They have 2 pieces of fur. And yeah, her gambeson is like tucked in. I just figured out how small feet are. Very little. So these are the same boots that she used to have, but... Now we can go in on an actual sketch. Where's my navigator? That's not my navigator. Where's my navigator? There we go. Oh, why is this here? Dozies. Head angle reference. Sorry that I can rotate the head up. It's fine. I will do this instead. Little kids have smaller noses, right? I forget how children work. Little nose. Baby girl. I don't know if I want to line with this brush. I actually kind of like this tilted angle for baby Ellie more because it looks like she's like leaning forward. Let me hit it with some decoration. Okay, and then we can convert brightness to opacity. There we go. Starting to get scribbly again. No. I just want to paint! But alas, I must also draw. Yeah, I will get there. I've made myself a very complicated piece because I want something impressive. My brother just sent me this to try with my dog. She does love sitting and on things, but I don't think that she cares about shapes. She won't get into boxes. She will just, like, if you have, like, a cushy thing down, she'll lay on it. I think she's on the couch right now. Yep. She's my little goober. Because I have a bed for her right next to me. Oh, big stretch! Yeah, you didn't! I was looking after stream and I couldn't find it. Because I think I did forget to look during stream. But I looked after stream. So I'm not doing a time thing, I can look right now. I say as I proceed to struggle with a line. I should look up what telescopes look like. Or like, historical telescopes. Hell yeah! Damn, dude, that, like, curve looks great. Hell yeah. I need to do more, like, extreme angles. Or, like, poses. Historical telescopes. Okay, so they were skinnier. That's about it. Hold on. Yeah, they were just like skinny tubes. In the, like, I'll look at the thing again. I can see your understanding of anatomy in, like, I've got a good idea of how much to push things. And, like, keeping in the leg anatomy. The only thing that I see is that you're losing a bit of the dimensionality on the front. Like, the character's left foot towards the toe. That's, like, the only real thing that I'm seeing. Oh, is that slaps, man. Wait. Okay, yeah. I thought that my mic was on my headset mic, and I was like, no! That would sound very bad. do still need this to read as a telescope, though. It goes kind of slopes. And then there's like a little jet out. Okay. Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, so last year I got kind of stuck doing a lot of like headshots because I didn't have a whole ton of like time to draw. And so I lost a lot of my stamina. I got really good at faces. But I lost a lot of my stamina for doing full bodies. And so that's why I've been focusing a lot on doing more like full body drawings. I actually just kind of like how... Yeah, I do think that's neat. Okay. Also, like, I feel like doing the anatomy classes has been helping me a lot with having, like, getting that stamina back. Because when you just kind of know the shapes of the thing. Like, for this one, I was like, I want to do, like, the walking poses, and that's going to be so much work unless I use 3D models for that. But I like only like roughly tracing over it because it gets a very stiff feeling, I feel, when you use like 3D models. Although that might just be like how I use them. I want this to also have the little ruffles. She deserves little ruffle socks. For all of the horrors that I put her through in the campaign, she deserves little ruffle socks. The littlest of ruffle socks. And then I need her freckles! Yeah. I think that there is, like... I think that it's something that just needs a lot of practice for how to use models, and her body looks so long. But it's because her, like, dress is super, like, high. It's, like, hitting at the natural waist. These children are kind of tall. I'm gonna send this to DM and see if she could, or see if you can figure out who she is. Let me merge all these down. Not to that one. We're gonna lock this one. Okay, now this is Academy phase Ellie. I think I'm just gonna rotate it that way they're all... Hello, fly. This one, she's being... Ellie is a character who has struggled a lot with neglect. And so... Probably... She has a lot of pressure on her at this point. Because this is when she's, so her, like, her family has gotten enchanted, and she's trying to keep up appearances. That everything is fine. She doesn't know that they're enchanted. She just knows, like, I don't know why Dad isn't home. Or doesn't come home, really. And also her mom had, died a mysterious death at that point. But she's like, I'm gonna go to magic school. I'm gonna keep up appearances. I'm gonna become... She's actually a wizard at this point. Which, if I end up joining the other, one of, like campaign set in the same world, I might play her as a wizard, because I think that would be neat. And she has her neat ear piercings. She looks very old and mature in this. I gave her a very angular face when designing her because I love drawing angular faces. And then, instead of them being like neat little curls on her forehead, she's got like, her bangs are longer. I want to start getting the silhouette of her. Oh, I need to get the rest of her hair in here. Of her like scarf. Just very slightly with this. I feel like there is a world in which paths diverged and she stayed with Syraxes. it would be a very interesting proposition. So it would be deviation from here. This is her book. And then a little bit. This is probably the same like little bag that she has in her like modern design. Like the same belt and little bag. There's that little stitch to keep that in place. Ugh. I haven't had my artist glove on the entire time. Watch me become powerful now. Oh, that's not how it works. What am I gonna do after this? I'm probably gonna head out, be out and about today. Any like errands? I don't think that I have any errands. I don't need groceries. I actually did a bunch of errands yesterday of like around the house errands. Why does this leg look so much longer? It isn't. It just looks longer. Could invite a friend over to watch a show. I could continue. I've finally started watching the second season of Squid Games, and I am. Feels weird to say that you're enjoying watching Squid Games, but I am. I don't know. It's a good show. My favorite show right now is The Pit, and it's coming out every Thursday. And in between, I'm like, I need another show. Which I don't know how I feel about that, because I was like, I briefly got out of watching TV all the time. And I would like to play more games. I think that I'm just not as into the game that I'm playing currently. Just, I mean, I enjoy it. It's just like, it's a bit of a slog. Just at the point that I'm at. I'm almost at the point where I start getting to new content. I am nearly there. Okay. Get another head. might just not be in the mood for this drawing today. Gotten a good chunk done, but okay, let's say finish up the sketch, or like the second layer sketch, which is probably gonna function as my line work for this drawing. Then I will allow myself to do a draw the squad, because I deserve it. I think that it's probably because, like, Ellie's campaign is on pause, and so I'm less, like, there's a little bit of sadness when it comes with drawing her. So I'm like, I don't get to play her. Yeah, so no more session summaries on the weekends. There is, I am playing in my brother's thing. We had our first session on last week, but and then we're not playing this weekend, but we're playing the weekend after. But the system's neat. I like the whole, like, it's Mythic Bastion lands, so I really like the thing where you, like, in order to do things, you must, like, wager one of your stats. And, like, your stats go up by, like, go back up by resting. But I think it's a little bit because like, we made characters in the session 0 and then immediately started playing them. So I'm a little bit less attached to Tiffany, my knight. I haven't found, like, what her whole deal is. I didn't add freckles. And I feel like once I figure out what her whole deal is, she'll be easier, or like, it'll be, like, that campaign will be more exciting to me. Ellie was really easy to get into because Ellie is a reimagining of a character that I actually made for a, well, it was a character made for a campaign that I ended up not joining, but then I stole her idea and made it, like, was working on it as a book with a roommate of mine, and then that didn't end up going anywhere, and we but I really liked the idea of her, and so I was like, what if I, like, I was joining this campaign, and I can't change the opacity. It's locked. It's fine. And I was like, well, I have this idea for a character, and so I got to use her. She looks like she's smoking. Okay. Thumb goes to the outside. If it's tilted in like this. This is so messy. I'm gonna give her like big snow pants kind of vibes. Like her current pants, but pre-stitching and like they've got more stuff on them. And then I need to remember that her fingertips are kind of blackened from frostbite. Look at this. Oh, I'm gonna stretch. Hey, Via. Did I wake you up? Hello. She's sleeping on a pillow that she likes. She's not sleeping, but she's laying. She was sleeping. Hello. Oh! I know what I'm doing right after this. I'm going to go donate plasma. Donate blood. we having a staring contest? Are we having a staring contest? Are we? I don't know why we are. We're blinking, but we're just staring at each other from across the room. Oh. This is Ellie Prime. Should be very quick to do. She's got her chain shirt. She's got her big ass scarf. So I love characters who have big ass scarves. Just be going back to this point. And she's got a little closer. Ba-da-da. Another scarf to go. Amazon. Oh, it's starting to cramp. Freckles. She got a bunch more freckles during this time because she was out in a very snowy area and had a lot of reflections of sunlight. Okay. And I want to scoot baby Ellie forward a little bit. I hit the wrong command and now everything's opening. Okay. Oh, baby Ellie's on a different layer. Very convenient. Hang on. Baby Ellie's. What? Oh, I have. The like white. Oh, I don't want to select that. The widen, like. The widen, like stroke thing on. There we go. Words are hard. Oh, the reason why is because I was matching up her back foot when it's really this one. Okay. That's fine to draw the squad. Let's see, this is Vgen 2. I want to do a draw the squad with my draw the squad. Oh wait, I have some in art. I want to do this with my NDA characters. Art. Oh, I have a bunch of cool references. I want, like, draw. I want to do it with the two, like, academy heads, kind of? Or the academy head and his assistant. Oh, my pens. One pens. We can do this one. Alright, I'm gonna just put a few in here. That would work for them. Either one's where there's too many people, or it's not the vibe. What if we do 3 people? Okay, this one's kind of cute. Oh, it's like someone assembled it. Oh, now I can't find the original one. This one's also kind of cute for them. I think that this middle one is probably the best. Because actually, one of them doesn't have a design yet. The other two I drew like ages. I've drawn once ages ago. Let's see how much I remember. So these three are, one's a daycare provider, or like worker. The other two are high school teachers. And they are, and the apocalypse happens while kids are in school. And so their like first adventure, like the three of them are friends. They may not be friends prior to the apocalypse. I haven't decided. But I don't remember how I wanted him to look. I know that his hair was kind of like, he had kind of messy hair, but otherwise like a very like clean cut attitude. Tired. He's kind of the epitome of the character who you think doesn't care but deeply cares. It's just like, I'm simply not going to show it. He's almost like an Eraserhead type character. I realize I've given him a similar design to Davian. And they're like vaguely similar-ish characters. Very different, actually. He cares a lot. Davian cares in the weirdest way. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna go to the restroom and then we can continue. Okay, I'm back. Where did I put my pen? There it is. I think I might have given him a scarf. I want him to give very, like, hipster vibes. Hipster scientist. So he's the science teacher. So basically, the lore of this world is, over the course of a day, mystery dungeons started popping up, where it's like, and like, warping, like, spreading throughout. They basically, anywhere where that was connected to a dungeon and had a large enough, like, same biome. So think like a large desert, or a very large, like, roads also counted as a type of dungeon, would become a dungeon. And so this was one of the schools that, after, like, news of this was happening, basically didn't send people, like, tried their hardest to keep the students there, because they were like, if it's happening to roads, you can't, because it's kind of they're in kind of a rural area, so they're like, you can't get on a highway to get home. And this is weird. And basically that high school kind of ended up becoming one of the, like, Dungeoneering academies for, like, they ended up refounding civilization in the area, because there are obviously, like, a lot of other places that survived, but they like, because people, like, didn't know how to go through dungeons, or what, like, they would just kind of die, and this was a place that basically said, like, wait, hold on, let's research this, let's do this smart. And ended up keeping most of the people alive, so, which creates a really interesting thing for character creation of, you're either, if you're from the area, you are in this 4-year age range, or you're from the daycare, which is slightly younger, because they did get in contact with the daycare and get people from there to the school, but, like, the whole setting is in is set in, like the adventure school is a, like, completely, like, like, word, taken over high school, I guess, and a lot of the, like, shops and, that kind of thing are, like, original, like, clubs of the school, which has created some really fun things where it's, like, like, there is no mayor because they don't have contact with the original town. There is a, they do have a president, though, which is the student president. And they do still, hold student council elections because they're now using that as actual government. And, like, obviously the staff of the school have a lot of power, but, they're, like, so there's a bit of a, like, a divide there, just because, like, they have knowledge that the that the kids don't have, but like as like there is also the awareness of like, oh yeah, they're older. Like they're if we survive, like if we like keep on surviving, there's gonna be a time when they're gone, and there's going to have to at some point be a transfer of power. Which I think is neat. But I like them. I want to run it. I've actually been working on making the because it's a whole tabletop system story and like world, and might be playtesting it this Wednesday, which would be very fun. Just like making sure that the dungeon stuff works. Just like a cable in that sweater. I want her to have. I want to look up cute lady hair. I know that she has very fair hair. What is like jellyfish hair? That's kind of cute. I like the idea that she put a lot of like colored things, like colored hair clips. She looks very young if I give her that kind of hair though. A bit of braid. I do love me some braids. These are probably my oldest, like, age-wise characters that I've made. I don't even know what her name is. She's never been given a name. I just know that she dies like... She could die during campaign. That'd be neat. I like the idea that it's been like... How many years has it been since the apocalypse? I think it's been 7. Something like that. And she still dresses like a kindergarten teacher. I want to give her tattoos. But yeah, I do want her to die in, oh yeah, she does have to die pre-campaign because I do need... Because that's a part of why they've, like, done a bunch of research into getting things out of... Or that can be, like... That can be during campaign. Because where it's, like, the logistics of a dungeon and the theory of maybe you can get things out of a dungeon. I love these three. I do want to give him like our CD. They just made silly little guys. Okay, let me turn this into a reference layer. See if we can get. See if we can get some color in. Not on the same layer. Oh, I have such big gaps. Okay, fine. Here. We're gonna close up some of the gaps. Her vibe is immaculate. I say, being the one who created the vibe. Area surrounded by black. Why is my close gap so low? If it doesn't do it this time, then we're gonna figure out how to fix the close gap. There we go. Took into account my threat. Excuse me. how to use these. Guess I will light it better. Okay. Why not? Fuck this. This area is surrounded by transparent. Okay. Can I paint bucket it? Yeah, okay. Weird. It's very pale. I do want him to look very pale compared to she with the Vgen. It's very dark. I want this to be pink. He's dyed his beard. I think. He's the world's most fun history teacher. I love all their vibes. These three are best friends, and I put them through absolute turmoil. Here to be revealed. This is like too neon, I think. Two extroverts and their friend who never goes outside. I was gonna do that the way that I used to. Oh shit, I did a choice. Is them. My silly guys. Thank you for joining me for today's stream. We did. I need a name. Because it's. That's not how you spell that. It's Jacques. J C Q U E S Q. I'm gonna name her Cleo. Alright, thank you for joining me for today's stream. We traced over the Strela Squad with 3 characters that I never draw. Cleo literally I've never drawn before. And we did the base sketch for this month's Vgen submission. Thank you for joining. Reminder, I stream 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. CST every weekend, every day of the weekend. Except for sometimes extra days where it's like tomorrow. May not stream tomorrow. I have a Blue Sky, I have a Discord, all those things should be linked down below. If you're on Twitch, if you're on YouTube, I don't know what your guys' setup is because I forgot. Yeah. Next week we will be, or next Saturday we will be doing an arms anatomy class that I'll be taking. You guys will hear the audio of, but I'll see you there. Bye-bye!